Good day everyone. Let's try to solve this question. And the question is limit theta approach to 0, 1 minus cos p theta over 1 minus cos q theta. And we find the limit of this function. So let's start. First of all, we direct put a limit theta approach to 0 in this function. So this will become a 1 minus cos p and theta approach to 0. So it's a 0 over denominator will become a 1 minus cos q and theta approach to 0. So here we write a 0. So this will become a 1 minus cos, multiply this p by 0, we get a 0, and this will become a 1 minus cos, multiply this q by 0, we get a 0. And this is a 1 minus cos 0, it's equal to 1. So here we write 1 and look at the denominator. This is a 1 minus cos 0 and cos 0 is just 1. Now 1 minus 1 is a 0. Look at the denominator. This is a 1 minus 1 which is also equal to 0. So this will become a 0 over 0, and in limit this is a undefined form. So this implies the above solution is not valid for this function. So we find the limit of this above function with another method. So for this, our function is a limit theta approach to 0, 1 minus cos p theta over 1 minus cos q theta. To find the limit of this function, we use a sum identity, and the first identity is which we use 1 minus cos theta over 2, this is equal to sine square theta over 2. So look at this is a just 1 minus cos p theta, and so we not need this 2 in denominator. For this we multiply this identity by 2 on both sides. So multiply this side by 2 and also multiply this side by 2. So this 2 and 2 will cancel, we just get a 1 minus cos theta, and this will become a 2 times sine square theta over 2. Now we apply this identity in numerator and after that denominator. So this is our limit theta approach to 0. Using this identity in numerator, then this will become a 2 sine square. Here is just theta, but in our numerator we have a p theta. So we write a p theta over 2. Look at the denominator. This will become a 2 times sine square. This is a q theta, so we write a q theta over 2. Now in the next step, this 2 and 2 will cancel, and we separate this limit with numerator and denominator. So this is our limit theta approach to 0 sine square p theta over 2 over limit theta approach to 0 sine square q theta over 2. Now in the next step we use this identity which is a sine square theta. This is equal to, we write this as a sine theta whole square. So we apply this property in numerator and denominator. So this is our limit theta approach to 0 sine p theta over 2 whole square over the denominator is a limit theta approach to 0 sine q theta over 2 whole square. And now in the next step we use this property of limit which is a limit theta approach to 0 sine theta over theta, this is equal to 1. So we apply this property numerator and denominator. Focus on this identity. This is a angle is theta and this is also divided in denominator. So in our case this is a p theta over 2. So we need a p theta over 2 in its denominator. And look at this is a q theta over 2. So we need a q theta over 2 in its denominator. For this, we multiply and divide this nominator by q theta over 2, and we multiply and divide this denominator by q theta over 2. Then after that we use this identity. So limit theta approach to 0, this is a sine p theta over 2. We multiply this by p theta over 2. We also divide this by p theta over 2. Its power is 2. Now look at the denominator. This is a limit theta approach to 0 and sine q theta over 2. We multiply this by q theta over 2 and also divide this by q theta over 2. Its power is 2. Now in the next step, this 2 and 2 will cancel, this theta and theta will cancel, so we just get a p in numerator and q just in denominator. So we write this as a limit theta approach to 0 sine q theta over 2 and its denominator is q theta over 2. We separate this value, multiply, here we just get a p, so its power is 2, so we get a p square. Look at the denominator. This is a limit theta approach to 0. This is a sine q theta over 2 over q theta over 2. And this is just q and its power is 2, so we write a q square. So in the next step, we apply this property, which is a limit theta approach to 0 sine theta over theta, this is equal to 1. So we apply this property on this term and after that on this term. When we use this property in this term, then this will become a 1, but its power is square, so we write a 1 square and this is a p square. Look at the denominator, this will become a just 1, but its power is square, so we write a 1 square and this is a q square, so multiply this by q square. So 1 square is just 1, we write here a p square and 1 square is 1, so this is a 1 multiply q square. Multiply 1 by p square, we get a p square over multiply 1 by q square, we get a q square, and this is the limit of our function. So in our question, the limit of this function is p square over q square, and we have done. Thank you.